expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. No. They ain't thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. Right. And I don't need you to okay it. Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pounds. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. They should take it to 10. Hey.
Autumn has come to upstate New York, and we find ourselves at New Era Field in Orchard Park. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Buffalo Bills. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
But conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Here's 2nd and 8. Man open, that's Robert Foster complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down.
First and 10.
On the ready. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Strong right, strong right, strong right. Hey, we got 3 down, 3 down.
Yo, go!
Tighten up. Shift!
Deep rip!
From the gun, Lawrence. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone.
Ready.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. Open man here is Foster. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
Bills first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 48-yard line.
Go!
58, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Ready!
Back to throw. Lawrence. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there at 22. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Takk McKinley in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Throwing on 3rd and long. Lawrence. And the pressure gets to him again. Mack Wilson providing a little deja vu. Back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 11. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Philip Dorsett holds it in. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
Regular. Hey, Delta.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Hey, box drop.
To throw, Mayfield. Complete to Dorsett. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying,
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now a dump off here complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
Hey.
Throwing on first down. Lawrence into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take it, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
Brings up 2nd and 9, 42-yard line.
Hey, Charlie.
Let's go. 43 is the mic. 43 is the mic.
Come on. You better bring Kings. Hurry, not.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack.
Bravo!
3rd and long for Mayfield. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th. Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it. Running for it, here's Chubb, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Nick Chubb stops short, and the Bills are going to get the football back. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
That one goes for 24 yards.
Go now. 18 Gator. You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing.
On first down, Lawrence. Got a man open. It's Ross. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker.
At the 30-yard line.
Hey, exit. Look at me.
2nd down in inches. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Curtis Samuel, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken very short. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down,
Caused all of that.
it caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
From the 36, Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sacked by the outside backer, Telvin Smith.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra that extra emphasis on it got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
And the penalty, it helps a little, but they'll still have to navigate a 3rd and 9 now. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 42.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 36, Mayfield got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 27-yard line.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, you can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
Cut. 180.
Squeeze, double.
Regular.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
Well, the timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 39.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Following the interception, Mayfield. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Philip Dorsett, his first touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Let's go. 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10.
Mike 51.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. To To throw on second down. Lawrence under pressure again, and down he goes again. Myles Garrett, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Looking to throw. Lawrence. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Hey, let go.
58, come on. Watch the flag, watch the flag, watch the flag.
First down, Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. Mayfield now, 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
58.
Go, go.
58, come on.
Watch the slant.
Throwing, Mayfield. He's going to look for Beckham in the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, Alpha. Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike.
Hey, alert, 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 alert.
Right over there, yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Here's Mayfield. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And it's knocked away and incomplete. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say, we'll see what happens. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Browns drive about to get started. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
57, Mike, 50.
Hey, Delta.
Mayfield to throw it. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
Crunch, switch.
Hey, alert 33.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 34. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Telvin Smith that time there to make the play.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Looking to throw on second down. Mayfield nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Matt Milano in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 34. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down. Not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit. Because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
180! Run.
They run again on 1st down. Chubb. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Check 3. Hey, alert 3.
They'll give it to Chubb. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns have taken the lead. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive. And how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Jones. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Hey, Charlie!
Watch the screen!
Yeah!
26-yard line.
Get it!
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lawrence. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football, So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. They go play action here on first down. Got an open man, it's Foster. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
It takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Again, it's Jones. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level. Make sure that block...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Robert Foster, his 9th touchdown of the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be taken short. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Then he will finally be taken down, but how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the third quarter. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. On the carry, it's Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Hey! Check 43. Back. Ready?
On first and 10, Lawrence, flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Check 26.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Foreseeing completion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Team 6. Team 6.
Go 58's the mic. I know he ain't got it. 58's the mic.
5.
On third down, Lawrence. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. 90 yards receiving now for him in the ball game. It's a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Throwing on first down, Lawrence eluding the pressure right. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. They'll let this go for the end zone. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Robert Foster, his 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. As they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This will be taken very short.
Well, so much for the worry about how they would be after losing their lead. What a big-time return to seize the momentum back.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10.
Switch gears.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Hey, exit. 51, Mike, 51.
Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack.
Hey, you.
Mayfield looks to throw. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. He'll return it from the 6. Call it an even 40-yard punt. 7, though, on the return. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10.
Ronnie, 59. Hey, wahoo!
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58.
Get it.
On first down, Lawrence. Escaping the pressure right. Open man here is Foster. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
To throw on 2nd down, Lawrence. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Myles Garrett make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back back at the 8-yard line. Tack McKinley, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. The Bills send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the second time. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards, well struck. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A run for Nick Chubb. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On the ground, it's Chubb. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
180! Let's go, tight end. King! 10! Under 10!
They'll run with Hunt on second down. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They run. Chubb. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Chubb. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Now here's a timeout as they will indeed call it with 5 seconds to go and a chance with a field goal to win the game. So everything rests now on the right foot of Austin Seibert. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So everything rests now on the right foot of Austin Seibert. He missed his only attempt earlier. This time he's going for the win. And this one is right through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So he's able to come through in a hostile environment, and you'd have to imagine that's the game winner.
Yeah, how about that? And the way that this game's gone, you think they really wanted to get to overtime and take their chances there? They wanted to get this thing done. When you're the visitor, you don't want